is still the big garage on Clearshot. Whether it's two-stepping at a square dance or chewing somebody's ear off at a town meeting, the big garage is the one place in town where everybody feels at home. Well, it's different now than it was when there were trucks in it and it was just us few. Ed's a man now. The oil cans have become folding chairs, and the coffee pot now serves 50. But there still seems to be plenty to talk about. There's other young ones to watch and old ones to consider. Each new person brings us a new story, and there's times down there when I'm leaned into a doorway just listening to his yammer that it sounds just like the old days. Doesn't make me miss him, though. I like these stories as well as the ones we used to tell, over and over and over. Sincerely, your friend, Ruby McClay, The End of the Road. Your first thought in the morning is the last honest thought of the day. It's a thought without pretense. None of the little beliefs and assumptions we superimpose on our worlds are in play yet. We're just ourselves. It's a raw and undisciplined viewpoint that tells the truth. Emmett Frank's first thought on Monday morning was a frightening one. Not a clear one, mind you, but frightening all the same. It caused him to draw his knees up to his chest and close his eyes tighter against the morning light. All he'd thought about was where he was, but that was enough. It'd been happening almost every morning since he arrived at the end of the road 3 weeks ago. He'd wake up, remember where he was, and a moment of alarm would grip him. But it would pass as quickly as it came. Soon Emmett's ego would wake up, start unpacking his self-assurance, ambition, willpower, image, and various and sundry other allies we all surround ourselves with every morning in order to get out of bed, and everything would be all right again. Emmett's first few weeks of employment at the end of the road were going well. Within a few days, he'd discovered the problem with the new sewer system and devised a remedy. Although his employers, the city council, didn't seem to appreciate his fastidious presentation. After thoroughly investigating the construction contracts, project specifications, permits, payment vouchers, as-built, and gradient inspections, Emmett had compiled an elaborate exposition on his findings. Armed with chalkboard visuals, overhead projector, handouts, graphs, and municipal code books, he'd assembled the council at the city offices and proceeded on a 2.5-hour fault-finding fest. He had 16 pages listing misfiled forms by the previous administration. He produced Xerox copies of dozens of unsigned payment vouchers, unstamped engineering specs, and untouched federal environmental cautionary notices. He droned on interminably about the seriousness of the situation, the legal exposure of the municipality, and the unprofessional execution of duties of apparently every manager they'd had since the city's inception. Finally, Mayor Weekly couldn't keep his eyes open any longer and interrupted Emmett. "Frank, did you figure out why the sewer's backed up?" Emmett, impatient with the delay in his report, straightened his tie. "Well, of course I did, but that's not the point." "What was the problem?" the mayor continued. Emmett sighed peevishly. "Very well. If you'll all refer to the blue handout section 6, part 3 of the as-built documentation, you'll notice a discrepancy in the gradient survey figures as regards the primary line on Clearshot Avenue and the branch lines off of Main Street. Comparing these to the contract specifications in your pink handout, section 2, you'll see—" "Excuse me, Emmett." It was the calm voice of Bud Koenig. "Tell us why the toilets don't flush." Emmett, as if talking to children,